Hello guys, my name is Zerx, and today I'm going to be commentating over another TDM, and yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And today I'm going to talk about something interesting, because that's what I do. And so today I'm going to be talking about Greek history. And Greek history, as you guys probably know, is a pretty broad subject. I mean, it is the history of that entire, well, I mean, I guess it'd be more than a nation if you're going all the way back where they're all city-states. Yeah, they all have their own separate histories, but anyway, that's not really the point. The point is that it's a big topic, and I'm focusing on something very specific. In fact, I'm focusing on a single battle, and it might be the one battle that you guys know offhand, and you probably don't know the name, but you definitely are familiar with it in some way, and this is the Battle of 300, and it's not actually called that. It is the battle from the movie 300 with Gerard Butler, but it's actually called the Battle of Thermopylae. And yeah, so if you didn't know that, now you know the real name. And so basically, I'm going to go into the true story of the Battle of Thermopylae, and I might point out some differences from the movie, although the movie, when I looked into it, was actually pretty true to the real thing. And I was pretty surprised by that, and I think you guys will be too when you hear about some of the things that they actually did. Alright, so we're going to jump right into it. The Battle of Thermopylae was, actually it started, well, this is how I'm going to start it. Darius I, at the time of some of the events that happened in 300, the movie, he was the emperor of Persia, or the king, I'm not really sure, but the Persian sovereign. And what happened is that he asked like all these Greek city-states, because at the time, you know, Greece was not just Greece, it was composed of all these city-states. And so he went in there and he said, okay, city-states, I'm going to ask you for a token of submission. And what that was called, well, at least what he called it, was some earth and water. And so that's actually true to the movie. Although in the movie, they kind of make it seem like it's Xerxes. Although I guess they never really say it was Xerxes. It's just sort of implied, like Xerxes is Persia, and Persia is asking you for this. But yeah, in reality, it was the king that came before Xerxes, and that was Darius I. And so yeah, Darius I came around and he sent well, he didn't come around himself. He sent these emissaries, which are basically, you know, just like these messengers or ambassadors or whatever you want to call it. And so when they got there, well, basically, when they went to every city-state except for Athens and Sparta, they were accepted, and they were like, okay, well, you know, we'll give you the earth and the water, and we will be your bitches. But when they got to Athens, and I'll get to Sparta after this, when they got to Athens, they actually put them on trial, and after being put on trial, eventually they found them guilty, and I'm not really sure what they were guilty of, but they were executed. So yeah, if you're thinking, you know, oh, Sparta's the best, and they're such badasses, well, you know, Athens was pretty badass too, and they actually executed them. And Sparta, as you might remember from the movie, they threw them into a well, and that did actually happen in in real life, I guess you could say. That wasn't a fabrication of the movie or the director or the writer or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not really sure if Leonidas himself kicked them into the well, or the emissaries into the well, or if they just like threw them in, because it said from my reading that they threw them in, and it didn't say anything about Leonidas kicking them in the chest or saying like earth and water, you'll find plenty of both down there. But yeah, that's still pretty badass if you think about it. Like, if you were a king, would you honestly do that? I mean, to even think of that is just, that's so awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. And so after that, Darius got super pissed off, and obviously he was mad at Athens and Sparta. And so what he decided to do is send his fleet, I think, or some kind of military, to Athens. And what happened is Athens just like totally rocked his shit, and they just got stomped, and this was the Battle of Marathon. And I haven't really read about that yet, but it's supposed to be a pretty good battle. So if you guys want, I can actually go and read about that and let you guys know, and maybe give it to you in a, a more humorous fashion than just, you know, what you would get from reading it yourself or looking in a textbook or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so Darius just got stomped, and after that, he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna build up my army, and so I can just go and conquer all of Greece. And so that would be, you know, Athens and Sparta and all those other countries that are, or city-states, I should say, that already said that they would submit. And so that's what he did. And he started building up his army, and he was like, okay, well, I'm getting there. And I'm going to leave it there, actually. And so this is a bit of a cliffhanger, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'm pretty happy with all of this, and I hope you guys were too. So if you like this kind of commentary, you can come check my other stuff out, and if not, well, thanks for listening anyway, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.